Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
I would jump the queue.
Yeah.
I would actually jump the queue, apologize,
That's good.
and give the money back.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Even if I was running late, I would still jump the queue. I would be like, excuse me, I have to do this, Because can you imagine, my conscience would it would kill me. You're walking away with somebody else's money or the shop's money as it is. It would bug me all day. Because I know I would not waste my petrol to come back. I would jump the queue and apologize and just say, listen, I've just got to do this. I've got to hand this back. It's really important. And then I'll walk away and I'll apologize to everyone else. That's what I would do.
Would you? Is there a risk? And I believe you, and I think I would say the same. But in that situation, if you're going to jump the queue, is there a risk of a bit of virtue signalling coming in there? Oh, look at me, I'm very honest, I brought back some money. Whereas if you waited at the end of the queue, you'd have to do it one-to-one, and no one's there to think, oh, he's a good guy, isn't he? Do you think virtue signalling comes into that decision at all?
Well, I like the way you put it.
Now you feel very guilty, don't you?
Look at me. I like doing the right thing.
Well, and everybody knows it. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. It's funny, isn't it? Because at every given opportunity, I like to say I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses. So if anybody is wondering, I'll be like, right. If anybody's wondering why I'm doing this, it's because.
Well, that might be overreacting a bit, mightn't it? I mean, I guess an alternative, although it could be risky, I was going to say an alternative would be if there's a queue there after you realise you've got too much, you could go to perhaps another, depending on the shop, but if it's a supermarket or something, you could go to another member of staff and say, look, I've been given too much. She's got a queue over there, or he's got a queue over there. Here, can you give that back? You might go away thinking, will she actually give it back? You know what I mean? We might doubt, and so they could forget. They could say, "Oh, it's so busy," and so on. But no, I mean, your answer is probably what I like to think most people would say. I'm not sure most people would say that, but it's probably a hard one. Maybe it depends on the amount. If you walk out and you find you've got 10 pence too much, 10p, and there's a big queue, you might say, "Oh, well, I'll put it in a charity box or something." No, that's a good answer. But that is. And I remember a circumstance where that happened to me. Probably happened to me 2 or 3 times that I can remember, and one was quite a few years ago, where I was in a Woolworth, and I bought some batteries. I don't know much else about that transaction, but whatever they cost me, it was probably, I don't know, £4 or £5. And literally, when I came away, I thought, yeah, she's given me like £2 too much. And so I did go straight back. This is not a virtue signalling thing. I'm not saying this, aren't I a great bloke? I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying something that did happen. And it was her response that was interesting. I went back and said, "Oh, no problem, but you gave me £2 too much." And I gave it to her, and she looked at me, pleasant woman she was. She looked at me a little bit like that emoji where, the mouth is open and shocked. But she said to me, "Thank you so much." She said, "No one has ever done that before." Oh. And I said, "Oh, well, and it's sort of, I'm not sure I would believe that. I think because perhaps it doesn't happen that often, does it, to people? Anyway, that was an experience I had, and yeah, I think it makes you feel quite good. If it's the other way round, you've been given short change, we'll all go back for that. Everybody would, and it's good to think that perhaps a majority would do that if they got too much. Okay, different type of what if here. So you're a manager of a football team, Cuz, right? Let's say let's say a pretty rubbishy team like Manchester United. No, I jest. I shouldn't say that, should I? But you're the manager of a football team in the Championship, right? The division below the Premier League. And the coming Saturday, your team is in the playoff final. And the winner will go up to the Premier League, which involves getting millions of pounds for your team just by being there. There's television money. You'll be on Match of the Day every week. And obviously, there's a much higher profile for you and your players. And of course, if you get promotion, if you win this game, you as the manager will get quite a handsome bonus as well. So obviously, you're the manager of the team. You're all preparing it during the week, plenty of training. And you give the instruction to the players late in the week, look, I want you in bed early the last few nights. No late staying out or anything like that. Don't go and gorge yourself on food or whatever. We really want to win this.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.